Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. This is Bhagavati Vasudha Devidasi from Mangalore, India. Please forgive me for stopping all of you from ecstatic chanting. Let us move on to the next part of the session. I would like to read the 10 offenses to the holy name given by Vyasadeva in Padma Purana. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. 2. To consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6. To give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, Karma Kanda. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. So once again, I thank everyone for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Let us move on to the next session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all are joining the call today?
हरे कृष्ण भगवती वसुधा माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रीतिदासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Preeti Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी प्लीज एक्सेप्ट माय humble obeisances all glories to Srila Prabhupada Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devidasi from Chicago, Illinois.
Hare Krishna Yashamati Priya Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Nandu Pranam, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. This is Arvind Das from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Dax Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you Prabhu for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. This is Shama Gauri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna Shama Gauri Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. My humble obeisances to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Sundarangi Radha Devidasi from India. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Sundarangi Radha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Sanita Ramya from Sharjah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Bhagavati Vasudevi Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. I'm Saradi Devidasi from Malaysia. So all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to the assembled devotee. Hare Krishna, Pranam Mataji.
Hare Krishna Sarvi Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna dear devotees. Is there anyone who would like to introduce in the today? Okay. I welcome all of you once again Thank you everyone for joining today's Bhakti Sangha conference call. Today we are really fortunate to have His Grace Chakravarti Prabhuji to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, verse 8.8.15. Before I hand over the call to Prabhuji, I would like to hand over the call to Sundarani Radha Mataji for the brief introduction on Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Mataji, over to you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we are so fortunate to have His Grace Chakravarti Prabhuji on our call today. Here is a brief introduction about Prabhuji. Prabhuji came in contact with ISKCON in the year 2005. He has done his MBA HR from Symbiosis Institute of Business Management, SIBM, Pune, one of the top business schools in India, in 2008. Subsequently, he served as Human Resource Manager in Wipro Technologies. Since the time Prabhuji came in touch with the spiritual wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, His Grace Chakravarti Prabhuji has been using his skills to inspire and teach people on how to live a happy life. Prabhuji decided to dedicate his life for serving humanity by sharing teachings of Bhagavad Gita under the aegis of ISKCON, International Society of Krishna Consciousness, and thus in 2011 he became a full-time monk and a spiritual coach. His discourses on Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita in English, Hindi, and Sindhi are enlightening people across India and many parts of the world, including USA, China, Dubai, etc. He conducts various motivational seminars in prestigious universities like IITS and NITS. Apart from preaching activities, His Grace Chakravarti Prabhuji is rendering many essential services like leading ISKCON India Deaf Preaching. Prabhuji is also Secretary of ISKCON India Youth Council, IIYC, and also he has been serving in ISKCON Juhu as Chairman, Brahmachari Council, HR Director, Temple Council, committee members, and other leadership roles in ISKCON. All glories to Prabhuji's all wonderful services. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji, for giving me the opportunity. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji, for that brief introduction on Chakravarti Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All
Hare
glories to God. Thank you, Prabhu, for coming on Bhakti Sangha conference call and giving your valuable time and association in this call. We are really fortunate to hear from you today on this topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. Today's verse is 8.8.15. Over to you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Mataji, someone will display the verse. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
Reading from Canto 8, Chapter 8, chapter entitled The Churning of the Milk Ocean, and text 15. It's a coincidence, two coincidences, that first of all, I'm in Charlotte right now, and second, the next 3 days I'll be doing Katha on Samudra Manthan. And here also you gave me this verse. So we'll recite the verse and proceed for discussion. Samudraha pita kausheya vasasi samoparata varunah srijam vaijayantim madhuna matsasatpadam. The ocean, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada, the ocean which is source of all valuable jewels, supplied the upper and lower portions of a yellow silken garment. The predominating deity of the water, Varuna, presented flower garlands surrounded by six-legged bumblebees drunken with honey. Purport: when bathing the deity with Abhishek in the Abhishek ceremony with various liquids such as milk, honey, yogurt, ghee, cow dung, and cow urine, it is customary to supply yellow garments. In this way, the Abhishek ceremony for the goddess of fortune was performed according to the regular Vedic principles. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्तस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपगदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखावितंश्च नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपति गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे So this pastime, one of the most hope-giving pastimes for all the devotees, is this churning of milk ocean. You would have already discussed long back now, when demigods were, kind of harassed by demons. They got frustrated. They actually became hopeless. So when demigods, they get affected negatively, they go to Lord Brahma. So they all went to Lord Brahma. And they, spoke their ordeal. They pleaded, please help us. These demons are disturbing us. So Brahma said, okay. Now Brahma does not give answer immediately. He meditates. He connects with Lord Vishnu. That's why if you see one spiritual masters, or very mature devotees, they try to think a lot. Sometimes I have seen, answers immediately don't come. So then we have to meditate, we have to chant. That's what Prabhupada says. Anytime you are confused in management, what decision is to be taken, mostly it's managerial issues. So then if things are not coming out, then just chant. So gradually, Prabhupada gave this example in one letter to one of his disciples, that in this rainy season, now in India, it's raining everywhere. In some parts, very heavily flooded. So in this rainy season, the lakes are, the water is not very clear in the lake. Mud is coming from all sides, and because water is also coming from all sides, so mud is mixed with water. So Prabhupada said, you cannot see your face because all muddy. So just wait. Let the rainy season pass by. And then all the water will stop pouring into the lake. And the mud will settle down. The water will become crystal clear. Then you can see your face. So when things are not going great in our life, and it's not only management, we also can see sometimes it happens. And now with this effect of Kali Yuga, its frequency has increased. that some or the other problem is in our life. If someone is staying in brahmachari ashram, because of effect of Kali, unnecessarily clashes are happening, which may not be needed, because a few brahmacharis have come together and they are just practicing Krishna consciousness. But because some management comes into picture, there are clashes. Then there are householders, grahasthas. They have their family, so they stay husband, wife, kids, sometimes grandparents. So there are some clashes within the family or with other family. These are very prevalent because this is the age of quarrel. So then this is very important. As Srila Prabhupada says, just keep quiet, chant, and things will change. Krishna, when we chant, Krishna gives clarity. What's the proof? Proof is given in Bhagavad Gita. Dadami buddhi yogam tamena mapa. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. So if we chant satatam, if we chant holy name lovingly, then Krishna is bound to help us. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yenmam upayanti. So Krishna is bound to help us with the knowledge with which we go to him. Sometimes devotees may think, but I'm asking for some other thing. I'm not going back to God right now. Still, there are many things to do. I'm asking help for some other thing. I don't want knowledge right now how to go back. So when Krishna is saying, Enamam upayantite, how you come to me in our day-to-day life, right from waking up in the morning till the time you sleep, we do a lot of activities. All those activities should be in such a way that gradually we are inching towards Krishna. That's called Yenavamapayandite. And this knowledge can only be given by Krishna or the bona fide representative of Krishna. So sometimes devotees, they say, what to do? I am not in touch with my spiritual master. So my spiritual master is traveling, and it will be like that. I don't know when in future we'll have like thousands and millions of spiritual masters, but right now we have limited spiritual masters, many disciples. The spiritual masters are tirelessly traveling to preach the message. So they may not have time also to meet with every devotee, and they have to also manage the organization. So then what to do? So we meditate on Krishna by chanting, by reading. We meditate on spiritual master by his instructions, through his lectures. So, and also Prabhupada through his lectures. So when we do this meditation, then what happens? So that's exactly what happened with Brahma. So when demigods were completely frustrated and they came to Brahma, Brahma said, okay, wait, let me go into meditation. Then Brahma started meditating. What he was meditating? He was talking to Lord Vishnu. Talking means he is like praying to Lord Vishnu, and Lord Vishnu reveals the answer to him in his heart. So then, while meditating, Brahma smiles. So Brahma then opened his eyes and he told all the demigods that this is not the time for destruction. This is the time for maintenance of the universe. For destruction, we need ignorance. For maintenance, we need goodness. So right now, Lord Vishnu wants to maintain. So goodness will win. Goodness will prevail. And ignorance, which is coming from demigods, they will die. They'll be defeated. So don't worry. So then they go to Vishnu. How to do? And Lord Vishnu gives this example of a snake and a mouse. So make friendship with demons, and then churn the milk ocean. The milk ocean will give you a lot of jewels. 14 jewels came out of milk ocean. What we are reading right now is the 7th jewel, Mother Lakshmi. And first was poison, second was cow, third was the horse, fourth was elephant, and herbs, and one more was there. So then seventh comes Mother Lakshmi, which is going on, the context. After a few verses, you will see how Mother Lakshmi will start searching for the husband, suitable husband, and how she will reject everyone. Very, very important for devotees. She rejects sages, she rejects demons. She tells one quality and then she rejects, telling the disqualification. Sages, demons, demigods, and so many more. Ultimately, she selects Lord Vishnu. Actually, she finds one disqualification in Lord Vishnu also, but she says what to do. He's the only option left. What is the disqualification? That Lord Vishnu is not attached to me. He is Atmaram. All the wives, they want their husbands to be attached to them. And just, in a way, yeah, that is how the marriage will sustain. Either he has to be attached to his wife, then marriage will sustain, or he should be attached to Krishna. Otherwise, he'll become like, debauchee, going everywhere. So, Lord Vishnu is Atmaram. Even to give birth to Brahma, he didn't call Lakshmi. Lakshmi was sitting there. But somehow, so there we'll see how to just focus on Lord Krishna. So Lord Vishnu says, make friendship, everything will come. Just follow what I say. Don't, when we go to the stage where this Leela will get performed, so mountain will come, Mandara mountain came, then rope came as Vasuki, and demons came, demigods came, Garuda was sent back. Garuda was told, you cannot be here. If you are here, Vasuki will not come, he will be fearful of you. So then situation is set, and Lord Vishnu has already told the demigods, whatever I say, just follow, don't argue. This also is very important, sometimes for small little things, we argue, and everyone does that. That is a sign of an immature person. Trust me, whenever we are arguing, we are immature. Mature people will not argue. Like Arjuna is arguing with Krishna, I will not fight. That's immaturity. Prabhupada says Varna ashram means you are Kshatriya. You must do your duty. You must fight. You cannot say, I will not fight. I'll beg. You're not a Brahmana to beg. But a Kshatriya, you must fight. That's how you are born. So we are also, now Varna ashram is all khichdi. Prabhupada says it's very difficult. So for ISKCON devotee especially, just try to become a Vaishnava, or the servant of Vaishnava, or the servant of Vaishnava, and just serve Vishnu. That's Varnashram. But there's a tendency to argue. You have to avoid that. If some superior, when we argue, when we lose faith. So actually, when Arjuna is arguing with Krishna, it's kind of, he has faith, but he's not accepting. So somewhere there is, that maybe Krishna, everything is right, but this thing I cannot accept from you. So there is lack of faith. So when we have seniors, obviously, sometimes it happens that, our seniors may not be pure devotees. So that's all right. That is all right. That does not mean we have to become rebellious. They are managing the show. Okay, you accept what they say. Sometimes you may put, I have asked this question to many senior leaders of ISKCON. They say you can obviously put your point, but don't argue like a kid, rebellious kid. So that's how they all came, and everything was set. So demigods were given one side of the rope, which is Vasuki. The mouth was given to demigods, and the tail was given to demons. So demons, they complain to Lord Vishnu. This is injustice. Are we inferior? Why we should be on the side of tail? We want mouth. Mouth is superior. Tail is inferior. Give this to demigods. They are cowards. They just ran away. So Vishnu said, okay. He signaled demigods, come this side. And demigods were already told. And now see the benefit of not arguing with superiors. So then demigods are now pulling the tail of Vasuki, and mouth is with demons. So churning is happening. When churning is happening, the snakes, what they have inside? Poison. Snakes are poisonous. So when churning is happening, the poison from within the body of Vasuki is coming out. And all poison came, and demigods, they actually were dead. Sorry, demons, because they wanted mouth. See how they followed this demigods, they followed Lord Vishnu. Huh? So they were saved. Anyways, Lord Vishnu revived again because churning has to happen. So churning started. But this mountain was going down. So to hold that, Lord again performed one Leela. He appeared as Kashyapa, the tortoise, Kurma. And he was holding the mountain on his back. But still it was difficult for demigods to churn. So Lord Ajita, he sits on the top of the mountain. I don't know if I have picture. If you can see in this, you see here, this is mountain, and above the mountain is Lord. 1,000 headed, 1,000 arms Lord has. He's sitting. He empowers both the parties to churn. It's given in the picture. So churning starts. The first thing comes is poison, and you know what happened. And then gradually 6 jewels came. Now the 7th jewel came, most precious, more than nectar, because she's Lakshmi. So whatever was coming out, it was given to sometimes to demigod, sometimes to, obviously nobody wanted poison. So when poison came, someone has to consume. The rule of the game was, if you don't accept or consume the first jewel, the second will not come. If you will not consume the second, the third will not come. Interesting. That's how our life is. That's exactly our life is. Sometimes negative, sometimes positive. And then different degrees of negativities and positivities. So we have to accept. Sometimes someone may praise you. Yesterday you all celebrated, day before yesterday you celebrated Radhashtami. So somebody would have done some good, drama, or somebody would have sang some bhajan, or somebody would have made some flower outfit for Radharani. So then you get praised. But if there is some defect in that, you also are defamed. People talk about you, against you. You're cooking very nice prasadam, but somehow some mistake happened which you didn't realize, and then people talk. So you have to accept both. It's very difficult. That's why Lord Shiva was called. Because he is Dhira. He is Dhira. Only such Dhira Purusha can consume poison and not get affected. We get affected. If you will say, oh, Chakravarti gave a lecture, but not so good. Obviously, I'll be affected because I'm a conditioned soul. But that is how we have to come out of this conditioning. That okay, someone didn't like, I'll try to improve. Maybe I was not spiritually situated, or maybe someone doesn't like also. That's all right. So we get both good compliments and bad comments, and we have to accept. So that's how the game of life is. If you want Krishna, you have to accept. And everything, especially what, fame and infamy is a part of your destiny. Whatever karma we have done, this life or previous lives, that gives some, result, phala. So fame and infamy is also part of that. So they accept. It's my karma. Demigods and demons, they didn't accept. Okay, it's our karma. We have churned it. They were not even qualified. They were not even qualified. So we have to become qualified to accept. It's poison. Imagine Srila Prabhupada in his life. So much poison he has to take. Nobody was supporting him. His preaching was not a success in India. He tried with politicians. No. He tried with his god brothers. They spoke against him. How after departure of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, the organization broke into pieces. That's all poison for him. He accepted. He tolerated. Okay, good time will come. And somehow he gets the ticket. On the fourth day, on the second day, he gets Bhagavatam. And I was very happy to see the box in which Bhagavatam arrived from India to America. This box is still there. Last week I saw that box. It's a new Vrindavan. And Prabhupada's briefcase when he was walking up the Jalduta, you see the famous picture. Both are there. So then Prabhupada got heart attack fourth day. Poison. He tolerated. Then he came to US, his things were stolen, tolerated. Another heart attack, tolerated. Then he came to India, got treated, went back. Again he brought with white dancing elephants in 1971. And what happened? He's been criticized. Vaishnavas, so-called Vaishnavas actually are criticizing. Brahmins are criticizing. What kind of culture is this? This Swamiji is giving, Bhaktivedanta Swami is giving Brahman Diksha to Malechas. And he's allowing women also. He's giving initiation to women, allowing to do services. Prabhupada accepted everything very quietly. He didn't speak much. So we have to accept. And this was not Prabhupada's karma. It's Krishna's Leela. Where Prabhupada is pure devotee, there's no karma, so it's Leela. In Montreal, Canada, one Chatterjee, Mr. Chatterjee, he spoke very heavily against Prabhupada. In his class, Prabhupada was giving class and he said, why have you come to America? Why you want to convert these Christian boys and girls to Hindus? Have you come for money? So many things he said. Prabhupada tolerated. So then we tolerate. So that was poison. Then second, immediately after that, when poison was done, Surabhi came. Cow. Nourishment. See, if you tolerate the poison, immediately you will be nourished. If someone is pointing finger at you, and even if you feel that you are not wrong, but it's not such a big deal, so you accept it, tolerate it. Krishna will immediately send nectar. So milk is nectar, which comes from Surabhi. So Surabhi came. Then came elephants. Airavat, 8 elephants, and 8 male elephants, 8 female elephants. So Airavat was given to Indra. Then came the horse. Our horse came first, and then came element, and then came money, different jewels. And now the 7th jewel is goddess of fortune. And today's verse, what we see now, the goddess of fortune has come. Everyone knows she is Lakshmi ji. So they all prepared for her Abhishek, and they performed Abhishek. Now, very interesting. I'll read today's translation. The ocean, which is the source of all valuable jewels, supplied upper and lower portions of the yellow silken garment. You would have seen an Abhishek now. Earlier, we used to make them wear white. The deities used to wear white, but now, from past few years, maybe someone would have just realized it. And now, yellow cloth. Abhishek, for Abhishek, deities are presented yellow cloth, and then Abhishek begins. Anyways, the point is that everyone is giving their best to Srimati Lakshmi Devi to serve her. So, ocean has jewels, but maybe jewels are not needed now. So, whatever is needed, whatever is best, so he gives yellow silken cloth. Then, Varuna, the predominating deity of the water, Varuna presented flower garments surrounded by six-legged bumblebees drunken with honey. You would have seen, I don't know about here, but I know in Vrindavan, if you see, in many parts of India, you see, when the deities are decorated, sometimes you see these bumblebees just hovering around the flower garland. In Bombay, we have seen. Srila Prabhupada says somewhere, when Krishna is happy with the shringar done by devotee, so then you see bumblebees coming. Intoxicated with honey. So then these bumblebees, they just hover around the flower. So what do we learn is whatever it is, we have to give our best, whatever we may have, give our best to Krishna. How we have to serve Guru and Krishna? To give our best. That is where everything changes. What is happening right now? Right now means what is happening in the society. Two things which we are facing, which we see many devotees are facing the challenge. One, we are not giving our best to Krishna. One Acharya explains that Krishna is not interested in what you give him. Krishna is not looking what you have given him, what you have offered him. Krishna looks what you have kept for yourself. And so many examples. Sudama gave. Someone, oh, Sudama is beggar. No problem. If he is a beggar, he begged and gave. It's okay. Arjuna gave. Arjuna was not giving. What Arjuna gave? Fight. Arjuna fought for Krishna as per Krishna's desire. He is a Kshatriya, so he is fighting. Bali Maharaj. He gave 3 worlds, entire universe. That was not sufficient. Lord said, where do I keep my third feet? So then Bali Maharaj says, my dear Lord, the owner of the wealth is wealthier than the wealth itself, or costlier, or important. You know this word in Hindi? Zameen. Zameen is actually Urdu mixed word. Zamindar. Dhan and Dhanavan. So Dhana means wealth and Dhanwan means the owner of the wealth. So the owner of the wealth is more important than the wealth itself. They said, my dear Lord, you have kept 2 feet on my property, but I am still there. So please place your 3rd feet on my head. So they are giving their best. What can be best than your head. You're offering your head. Now, okay, Prabhuji, we go to temple, so I will not have to pay any donation. Anyways, money is just a small thing. I will offer myself, Dhanvan, and I will pay obeisances to Krishna and come back home. Now, we think that is, no. Offering your head means giving everything to Krishna. That's why Bali Maharaj is famous. Offering obeisances means I'm giving everything to Krishna. So after offering obeisances to Krishna and Prabhupada in the temple, if I come home and I say, okay, I have offered myself to Krishna and Prabhupada, and this is all mine. If you have already offered yourself, how can this is yours? It all belongs to Krishna. Now everything of yours is Krishna's. So one problem we are facing in the life, we are not giving our best to Krishna. And Krishna sees. You open your purse and you have two currency notes, $50 and $10. You have two notes, $50 note and $10. You pick out $10 note and give it to Krishna. And $50 note, go to market and buy things for you. Now someone will say, Prabhuji, is it not practical? I have to take care of my house. Yes, it is practical, but surrender means surrender. So gradually we should aim for it. If we are not able to do it now, we should aim for it. In our heart, I should feel, as Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Manas adehagya jo kichu mor jo arpilu tuva padananda kishore. My mind, my body, my house, whatever is mine, I offer it to you. What it means? Does it mean that Bhaktivinoda Thakur immediately went to court and signed a document, I gave all my property to ISKCON? No, he was using his house. He was using his body, his mind, they were all with him. So what is the meaning? Okay, you give $10 to Krishna in temple and $50 you use to bring things for your house, but then your mind, your body, your house, everything should be for Krishna's pleasure. Why he says mind, body and house? Because mind is it's consciousness. Mind goes where consciousness goes. And soul lives in the body. And house, we live in the house. So everything, I offer it to you. So we have to learn this and gradually aim at ultimate surrender to Krishna. Because then only things will change in our life. Okay, if not now, after 5 years, after 10 years, maybe before I die, I just want to surrender everything. Sarva dharman parityaja. So then what do we do? Then Ambarish Maharaj teaches us. Even though he's a Kshatriya, but he teaches us. Svabhai mana Krishna padar vindayo. So I use my tongue to, okay, now there is no money involved. Money, when it comes to money, it becomes very difficult. It kind of pinches. So money is not involved. You have your tongue, which always vibrates. Now see, in 24 hours, how much I'm using my tongue for Krishna and how much I'm using my tongue for myself. Even if you are even if you are eating prasadam, you are honoring prasadam, but it is for Guru and Krishna's pleasure that I will honor this prasad because this is Krishna's Mahaprasad. And then This prasad will give me bodily strength, will purify my consciousness. So with that bodily strength and purified consciousness, I will serve Krishna. So I'm honoring prasadam. So someone said that is we are doing every day. Very nice. Remember the day when you came first time to ISKCON or met any devotee and he gave you some one bowl of prasad. What was the consciousness? Even if you got khichdi, which was burnt, even if you got khichdi which was no salt, without any salt, even if you got some sabji which you didn't like, remember what was our consciousness. We just felt so amazing, such a beautiful feeling that the Lord has given me Mahaprasad. This devotee has brought me Mahaprasad of the Lord. And today, after years, we get Mahaprasad. Look at our consciousness. Prabhu, can you give me that? I want this. If you get Mahaprasad plate, you want to select, you select. We become selective, which is actually an offense to Krishna. If Krishna comes to you and Krishna, I don't like your right leg. Left is okay. Hand is good. One eye I don't like, or one eye. The other eye is good. That's what we are doing. I don't like this prasadam of Krishna, but I like this prasadam of Krishna. This is okay, this is not okay. So it's very dangerous. And it happens. It happens with all the conditioned souls. So if I want to know whether I'm conditioned soul or not, give me a plate of prasad and see what I do. That's why Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur used to mix everything. In ISKCON Juhu temple, Srila Prabhupada told that every day Sandhya Bhog, and this is even before the temple manifested. Deities used to stay in thin shade. So Prabhupada said, whatever is offered to Radha Rasa Bihari in the evening, Sandhya Bhog, which should be offered to public. So till today, we take a big plate, we mix all the things, nicely mix, and just distribute to public, whoever comes. And they become so happy. Once it happened that I was just walking down from Brahmacharya ashram, and public was coming, and I had prasadam in my hand. Now this is not prasadam from the altar, even though we differentiate. Srila Prabhupada explains that if you cook prasadam for Guru or Krishna, and some quantity is offered, other quantity remains, other also becomes Mahaprasad. Because the intention is to cook for Krishna. So that becomes Mahaprasad. So then it was, devotee kitchen, we have like food for life. So some prasadam I had, some sabji and chapati. And public was going. So I thought I should give to someone because I've already eaten. So I just called someone. One devotee, not devotee, one outsider was going. I said, Prabhu, would you like to take prasad? And he was so, moved with that gesture. He immediately took out his shoes, and in some culture put one hand on the head, and they accept prasad. And with both hands, folded hands, so much of love and gratitude in his heart, he accepted prasad. And I was so moved to see this. We don't have so much value for prasadam. Now, one devotee was saying, when we come to ISKCON, we eat prasad. We honor prasad. Now, after so many years, after initiation, after second initiation, now we eat food. We don't eat prasad. Because our consciousness, which should have improved, has gone down. Familiarity. Familiarity. Bhagavad Gita becomes same Bhagavad Gita, same Bhagavatam, same Prasad, same deity, same Mangalarti. We become familiar, same devotees. The consciousness actually goes down. We go into an offensive zone. Very dangerous. So we are not giving our best to Krishna, first thing. And second, whatever we have qualification, whatever, you have to give that to Krishna. Giving best means what? Whatever Krishna has given you, you give that to Krishna. If some devotee is earning $5,000 a month, so he should see how he has to manage the house and also spend some money for Krishna. And give some time also. And mind always be with Krishna. Tongue can be with Krishna. So I was telling you, in 24 hours, you see how many hours, how many minutes you are using your tongue for Krishna. How many minutes you are using your eyes for Krishna. Then gradually come to the level of mind. In India, they say, na, tan, man, dhan. It's actually right. How much you are giving your body every day. Every day you should sleep. And before the sleep, every day you sleep. Before the sleep, you should, okay, today, out of 24 hours or whatever hours I was awake, okay, leave 6 hours of sleep. Whatever hours I was awake, try to at least have a record. Oh, I used today only 4 hours for Krishna. 2 hours we chant. Mind though not is engaged in chanting, at least body is engaged in chanting, so we give some marks. Okay, Krishna is merciful. Okay, beta, you take 2 hours of chanting. You take 1 hour of Bhagavatam, even though you were sleeping in the entire class, but still, okay, your body was sitting. So body 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, use for Krishna. Rest, sense gratification. Second, tan, then mind. How much mind I am using for Krishna, how much mind I am using for planning things for myself. And then money. So whatever Krishna has given. So I was giving an example, if I am earning $5,000 per month, then okay. Then if I don't give donation and I say, I have a very strong desire to give to temples every month $10,000. But Prabhu, you're not earning. Yeah, but if Krishna will give me a good amount of money, then I'll donate. So are you really looking for donation, or are you looking that Krishna should give you more money? When will you donate $10,000? When Krishna will give you $100,000. That means indirectly you are saying from $5,000 Krishna should take me to $100,000 and then $10,000 I'll distribute. Only individual Jiva and Paramatma knows when we have cheating tendency and when we are sincere. Nobody can judge. Nobody. So whatever Krishna has given us, like Sudama, nothing. Not even single grain in his house. His dhoti was torn. His wife went and begged some flattened rice and he brought it for Krishna. Krishna is not saying, Sudama, you should have brought some jewels. Krishna knows he doesn't have. We talk about practicality. Krishna is so damn practical, everything. He's so practical. Krishna says, okay, you have 1 rupee, give few cents to me. You have $1, give few cents to me, keep your others and use it. Take prasadam, use it for clothing, use it for your shelter, no problem. But give me something, whatever you have. So giving the best to Krishna is what here has been discussed. We have to give our best to Krishna. In earlier days, in the way earlier means now also some people do, but 100 years ago. So farmers, if someone is having the rice field, the first harvest, he'll give a lot of rice to Krishna. Any temple, he'll give to Brahmanas, and then he will eat. Now, why we're not able to do that? Because we lack faith. We think if I give to Krishna 10% of my salary, and now inflation is going up, things are becoming expensive, and I must tell you, today we don't need so many things. If possible, if you have time, sometime today or tomorrow, go around your house, open your wardrobes. There are many things which you haven't used. Ideally, anything which we have not used for last 3 months should be given out. If you have not used for last 3 months, you are not going to use it. You don't need it. Earlier, there was just one cloth which we used to call towel. What we use in brahmacharis, some brahmacharis, they use same old dhoti as a chadar, bedsheet. Same old dhoti, one more old dhoti to pull over. One old dhoti as a gamcha. Okay, you can buy gamcha. That's okay, that's allowed. As a householder, obviously you need better things. Okay, allowed. But to wipe the face, I need some different kind of tissues, and to clean the hands, I need different kind of tissues. And when I'm eating prasadam, I need some tissue on my left hand. So many accessories we have which are not needed. So the world is going in a way, it's becoming in material world they call it consumerism, but actually it's greed. You don't need it. It's just greed. Srila Prabhupada stayed in America. The amount of facilities he got. Yesterday I was in Fisher Mansion, ISKCON, Detroit. Look at the house. It's gold. Prabhupada Palace, gold. How many gold rings Prabhupada got? How many Rolex watches he got? What kind of cars he used to travel? Police escort, everything he got. But when he was living in Vrindavan, in the last days, it was so simple. If you give him, he accepts for your pleasure and uses in Krishna's service. If you don't give him, he's happy. We have become dependent on material things. That's greed plus attachment. That's the problem. And because of that, we are not able to offer it to Krishna, thinking that I will need this, I will need that, I will need that. Then how come devotees give to Krishna? They have faith. What is Karma Yoga? Karma Yoga means you go and you earn money. So you earn $5,000 and you give entire $5,000 to Krishna. And someone will say, Prabhu, now this is too much. Come on, this is too much. This may appear too much, but that's the reality. That's Karma Yoga. You give to Krishna all $5,000. How will I eat? How will my family eat? Your karma will feed you. Your karma will feed you. Do we have faith? We talk about practicality. Come on, Prabhu, we need to be practical. What is practicality? We'll all die. All our houses, all these buildings will crash. All what we are using, it will be destroyed. The entire planet will be destroyed. The entire universe will be destroyed. Is it not practical to think something beyond? So Chanakya says, anyways, you will die. Anyways, everything you possess will be destroyed. So before you die, before these things get destroyed, give it to Krishna. I'll give you 2 examples how karma works. You would have heard these examples, but still. So there was a miser person, very miser, and he had rose garden. So he used to, grow a lot of roses, pluck them, and go across the river to sell them. So he will take all the roses in his boat, and then he'll sell. Very miser. He'll not even give one rose to any devotee, any brahmana, any kids. Sometimes kids, they want to play with flowers, so they will not give to Krishna. He was such a miser rascal. They are Prabhupada said they are rascals. Krishna is giving you, Krishna has given me what? Okay. I'll continue this example. Make down a list. Do this assignment. One assignment I already told you. Whatever you're not using for 3 months, you're not going to use it. I heard in America you have storehouses outside. Here the houses are much bigger than what we have in India. You have so much space. But then I've seen in some cities where you can rent out a room and put all your stuff there because you don't have place in your house. It's very lucrative business. If I was in business, I would have definitely started one of them. Because once you become habituated to rent a room outside and put all this stuff, you will never vacate that. Because you'll keep buying. Labor Day sale, Thanksgiving Day sale, this Christmas sale, this will keep coming. Clearance sale, this will all keep coming. Earlier we used to go to store and we have this list. I want this, I want this, I want this. But now we have departmental store, everything you can see. So you want 10 items, but you actually end up buying 20 items. This happens. Let me see what all I need. What all you need, you should know. How can you decide after seeing this? That's how the world is going in a very different direction. So what Krishna has given me? Krishna has given me body. Krishna has given me mind. Krishna has given me soul. Krishna has given me intelligence. Krishna has given me parents. Krishna has given me house. Krishna has given me everything. Am I not supposed to give it to Krishna back? All given by Krishna. And now we are fearful. If we give Krishna everything, then what will I do? Krishna will give you again. That's karma yoga. Krishna will give you again. If Krishna can give you once, Krishna can give you twice. And every life Krishna has been given to us. So this fellow was a very miser person. he was crossing the river in his boat, and somehow the breeze came and few of his flowers fell down in the river. And he tried to catch them, but he couldn't. The flowers were flowing away from his boat. And he said, now anyways they have gone. So what he did? Govinda Marpadamastu. Oh Lord Govinda, please accept them. Such merciful is Krishna. Nobody in the entire creation can be so merciful like Krishna. Krishna accepted. Those rejected, a useless thing, Krishna accepted. And then when he died, this fellow, he was taken to the court of Yamraj, and Yamraj said, okay, let me see your record. You have done all nonsense. One good thing you have done, you have given some flowers to Krishna. So for few moments you will go to heaven, and long life you will have in hell. What will you prefer? He said, let me go to heaven. Anyways, I have to come back to hell. Let me go to heaven. The first thing, he reached heaven. He asked the security guard, where is garden, flower garden? I went to Nandankanan Indra's garden. He took the sword of security guard. He started chopping all the roses. Govinda Marpadamastu, Govinda Marpadamastu, Govinda Marpadamastu, Govinda. Entire flower garland he offered to Krishna. The associates of Yamraj, they left that place. They said, we have no business. Immediately Vishnu Dutas came and took him to Vaikuntha because he gave to Krishna. So giving to Krishna is never a loss. This is the most practical thing. If we talk about practicality, giving a Krishna, how can it be lost? Everything belongs to him. If he wants, he can just snatch it away from you. In a microsecond, we can be destroyed. Today, my hand is moving up and down. If Krishna decides in 1 second, this will get paralytic and I'll not be able to move it. Then do what? How will I count money? My hands are paralyzed. Suddenly something happens. And we have seen, everyone has seen in their life, with themselves or with relatives. Another example, one Marwadi fellow, very rich person. He goes to a sadhu and there's some discussion. His sadhu says, don't worry. You are rich, but still you will only get what your karma will give you. You cannot enjoy all your richness. Sometimes some people may be rich, like you may have a house with 4 rooms. How many times in a day you go to all 4 rooms? See, check. You have 4 rooms in the house. How many times? You're busy. Huh? Morning you wake up, you chant your rounds, do your bhakti in the hall, then go to office. Maybe kitchen is required, then come back, then sit for some time and then sleep. You don't visit all the rooms. That's how karma is. And sometimes karma is such that you become a beggar. But you meet some rich person and he gives you all the facilities. That's how karma works. So this Marwadi gentleman, he said, I don't believe. Sadhu said, whatever your karma is there, it will come to you. He said, I don't believe. He said, okay, what can be done? So what he did, he made a lot of varieties of food. Paneer sabji and what all you make, sweet rice and pulao and pudis and chapatis and paratha and Marwadis, they make matar pudi and dal pudi and everything. Big feast he prepared. And he said, I will not eat. So what he did? He went to the forest. On the path, he kept all these items there. Big pots, earthen pots. And he was hiding up the tree. And he said, I will not eat. So, okay. He was hiding on the tree. Some dacoits came on the horses. The dacoits came and suddenly the feast. Everyone was like, wow, after many days. It looks amazing because they are all these dacoits don't get to eat good prasad, good food. Maybe there were no good restaurants those times. But the leader of this group, he said, wait, in this forest, how come this food, so nicely prepared food, is there? Something is fishy. Maybe someone knows that we are coming and he has put some poison in it so that we can die. Just check. So they started looking. Finally, one person saw, oh, there's one person. Bring him. The leader said, what have you added? He said, nothing, my lord, nothing. Eat. He was made to eat everything. He goes to Sadhu. He said, I prepared the food, but I decided I'll not eat, but I was forced to eat. Sadhu said, this is how karma works. So sometimes success will be forced to you. You see, you work hard, you don't get success. But sometimes you work little and you get a lot of success. So everything is karma. So we need faith, a very strong faith. How to build that faith? We don't have much time, but in the short, how to build that faith, how to come to that level, how not to become a demon and but become a demigod. Yeah, I'm not saying we are demons, but read 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita will come to me. So definitely I don't have demigod's quality. I have all demonic qualities, which I have verified also. I can prove it to you. But you have better qualities. How to improve that? By chanting. If you are sincere and serious about chanting, If we hear the mantras, chanting changes the consciousness. It brings complete attachment to Krishna, complete faith on Krishna. It brings, so when you are attached to Krishna, you become detached from material world. So it brings natural detachment from material world. So chanting, reading, the process which Srila Prabhupada has given to increase our attachment towards Krishna and to increase detachment from this world, because we have to leave this world. If you don't leave this world, you're not going back to Godhead. Everyone in ISKCON desires to go to Goloka Vrindavan, but we also should be ready to leave this. Krishna will give you a better house, better spouse, better parents, better kids, better body, no disease, no death, no birth, no old age, super fine, luxurious clothes, jewels. Your house will be on the land which is made of Chintamani. Krishna will be personally with you, every day talking to you. If you want that, then you have to gradually become attached to Krishna. Once you become attached to Krishna, there you come. And there are great souls. Bharat Maharaj. He was 27 years old. 27, king of the world. He gave the kingdom to his son and left. Imagine 27, how beautiful his wife would be. He's 27, wife would be younger than this. Left. Why? He was attached to Krishna. Without developing attachment to Krishna, you cannot become detached from this world. If I'll tell you how much you earn, $5,000, okay, give $2,000 for ISKCON. You cannot give. Because you're not attached to Krishna, so you cannot become detached. It will be a miserable situation. It will be a miserable situation. So increase your attachment because you want to go back to Godhead. See, some small mistake, Bharat Maharaj. Obviously, that is Leela to teach us. He left entire planet. Such luxuries. Family, wives. And then he got attached to a deer. He got stuck. That's why when as a Jad Bharat, he didn't want any attachment. Once bitten, twice shy. So that is why we practice the process given by Srila Prabhupada more and more and more seriously. Because we have to prepare to leave this body. It's very painful. It's very painful. So we have to prepare to give up this body. Let it go. And for that we need a lot of attachment and love for Krishna. Hare Krishna. Any questions or comment? I'm sorry if I've extended the time.
Hare Krishna. Very, very wonderful class, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for deeply taking into the consciousness that we are actually forgetting sometimes because of just following the process, not following the principles. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. This karma thing was really very interesting, that we understand that, yeah, we have to be practical so that I do my karma properly, so that that karma will help me.
Because I had one friend in Cleveland. Yeah, and that is Prasad of Ganesha. Of course. Yes.
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Okay. Good.
Okay. I was just telling that, yeah, we have the faith in karma that we do our duty properly and it will going to help us so that I can do bhakti peacefully. But the point you said that you do your bhakti, that karma will also help you. That will actually save you. Didn't even think in that angle that when we are serving Krishna, that is also a spiritual sukriti that is going to take care of everything. That is more practical. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for opening eyes.
Hare Krishna.
I request devotees, if you have any questions or comments, you can ask now. Prabhuji, I have another question. You said you will have to detach, and for example, you said like you earn 5,000 and you give away the 5,000, but you were specifically telling that be to give it to the proper resource like ISKCON or something. If a person simply gets detached and doesn't even care that who takes it, will it affect? Will the bad karma or something comes?
Yes, Prabhupada Krishna says that you should give donation to the rightful candidate. If you give donation to people who are not deserving, then you will have to accept karma. See, there is something called carefree and something is careless. You cannot be careless. Devotees, pure devotees are carefree, like children. Whatever is happening, let it happen. Prabhupada was never careless. Prabhupada was so particular with Krishna's resources. So, Prabhupada said, I'm not a sadhu who will take 5 rupees from you. I am a sadhu who will take your entire wallet and give you 5 rupees so that you can take the bus ticket and go home. So Prabhupada knows everything is being used in Krishna's service. Prabhupada is one who taught us how to use the entire world in Krishna's service. And Prabhupada, pure devotee, if you give entire earthly planet to Prabhupada, he would use in Krishna's service. If you give him heavenly planet, he'll use in Krishna's service. You give him everything, use in Krishna's service. That is how pure devotees are. So if you give to wrong person, then definitely karma comes to us because he will misuse. Anyone who's using in Krishna's service, that is best. Sometimes there are some donors who give to ISKCON and they, after 15 days, after 3 weeks, 4 weeks, they check how have you used money. Okay, Prabhupada said we can tell them we should be accountable. But ideally, if you have given to ISKCON, just Prabhupada will take it. Even if someone is misusing in ISKCON, if he will have the karma, he will have to accept karma. You will be free because you have given to ISKCON, you have given to Prabhupada. If someone is stealing Prabhupada's money and misusing, that person has to suffer.
That's good. Very clear. Thank you so much. If with the same intention, if it is given to someone so that they will properly utilize it and come to Krishna consciousness, or sometimes like it might be not in your control. You will have to get detached. It is going away from you. You are not able to give it in the proper way, but it is going in some other way, not in your control. So, but intentionally, we are just offering to Krishna. Will it work?
See, there are different permutation combinations. Whether if nothing is in your control, I'll tell you what happened. There's one brahmachari, and father is the rich man. So the brahmachari went home to visit, and he saw some dhongi. Guru has come to visit his father. His father gave him 5 lakh rupees cash donation. This brahmachari was feeling so sad. He said, my father is giving the money to this useless person. Such a waste of money. What can he do? So then, if you cannot do in a situation, then just hold hand. That is how devotees are. Okay, what can I do? The world, so many examples. Narad Muni, when he travels all over the world, and so many other examples are there in Bhagavatam. When they see anything, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he went to Kanchipuram, he saw Shaivites and Vaishnavas fighting, arguing, discussing. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just smiled and he left. So sometimes you see this, what can you do? You just feel bad and just leave. And sometimes you have to do, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he went to Varanasi, Prayag, no, Gaya. When he went to Gaya, he saw local Brahmins and they were doing karma kand. So Mahaprabhu gave some money, got some ritual done for his father. So sometimes, okay, we have to do some ritual, right? But now by Krishna's mercy, many devotees are there. If someone wants to get married, there are devotees, ISKCON devotees who will get you married. Anyone. So all the rituals now are taken care. So sometimes the money goes, like you pay the tax to government. What can you do? A demoniac government all over the world. But you cannot say, I'll not pay. You cannot say, you cannot say, I'll not pay tax. They will take away tax before you get the money. So what to do? Something is outside your control. Just accept Krishna's will. We also know the government taking tax and money is going. So that karma will not come to us because we are helpless. When you are helpless, you cannot do anything.
Thank you so much. Now I request Hemangi Gopeshwari Mataji, you can please ask your question.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, very, very nice class. Just wanted to get your advice. You mentioned that we have this cheating propensity and only Jiva knows and the Paramatma knows what we are doing. So how can we overcome this and become accountable of our cheating propensity?
By becoming pure devotee. Why there is cheating propensity? Because there is conditioning, in the consciousness. Demonic propensities are there from the past, so many karmas. We don't know what we have done in past lives. So that will be there. So all these demonic propensities are there because we have done something wrong. Prabhupada writes in one of the purport. Because we have done something, we're not able to surrender to Krishna because we've done some mischievous activities. So somehow becoming helpless, trying to understand that, I'm such a low class person, I'm such low born person with all these bad qualities. That's why humility, devotees. You see Bhaktivinoda Thakur, see Narottam Das Thakur, what kind of humility they exhibited. Ramanujacharya is begging to his disciples at the time when he's departing. He's saying, all my disciples, please forgive me as a guru. Sometime I would have chastised you. Please forgive me. Prabhupada did the same thing. He is begging before going. So humility will come. Right now we don't have humility. So we have all these propensities. So at least now, because we have come to Krishna consciousness, at least theoretically we understand I'm such low class. And somehow by mercy of my Guru Maharaj, by Prabhupada's mercy, by Krishna's mercy, I'm able to chant Hare Krishna mantra. So let me focus. Let me be sincere. So when we take this with that sincere mood, Krishna showers his blessings. There was an animated movie which I saw long back about Love and Kush, Lord Ramchandra's son. So Love and Kush, they were staying in Valmiki ashram and they tied Hanuman, they tied Lakshman, they tied the horse, everything. And because of Hanuman being tied and Lakshman being tied, because it was adharma happening. In one way it was adharma, so entire place became grassless. There was no greenery. It was all inauspicious. And finally Lord Ramchandra has to come because Love and Kush were determined Lord Ram has to come and we'll release the horse. So Lord Ramchandra comes, he gets down from the chariot. As soon as he keeps the foot on the ground, everything becomes auspicious. All grasses are growing there, trees giving fruits, everything. Like Prabhupada kept his first foot in America and things changed. So when we chant sincerely, Krishna sees that yes, I want to give him mercy because he's sincere. He's not able to do, but at least he's sincere. So then Krishna places his, he puts one drop of mercy in our heart and that spreads a ripple effect. Then our hearts get purified little bit. Then we continue. Then he puts another drop and it further purifies our heart. That is how gradually it will happen. Have patience. Don't lose your enthusiasm. Don't lose your determination. And have a lot of patience because Krishna will test the patience. Before giving Krishna a pure devotion to us, Krishna will test our patience. So just unless we come to the stage that you start hating yourself, that how I'm such a demoniac person, that kind of humility is required. And that's not hating like people hate themselves. That's materialistic. I may not use the right, I may not have used the right word hating, but it's like, what kind of person I am, what kind of propensity, how much I have lost my time, valuable time, which which I could have given to Krishna. That's how devotees pray. So it will come that time, and then Krishna will give you mercy more and more. He already started giving mercy. What is initiation? Srila Prabhupada writes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the first installment of Krishna's mercy, when you come in contact with bona fide spiritual master, which you are. You are initiated. That means Krishna has already started giving his mercy. Let us not do anything which will stop him to give his mercy. Let us do something all together, help each other, enthuse each other, inspire each other, so that Krishna will give more and more mercy. Not only to one devotee, to entire community, to entire society, and entire ISKCON will flourish. Is that okay, Mataji?
Yeah, so very much. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for this nice answer. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for that question. Thank you, Prabhuji. Dear devotees, if you have any questions or comments, you can ask now. Yes, Shama Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All good. Thank you so much, Mom Prabhuji, for your wonderful association. Prabhuji, you said like we used to eat prasad, but now we got initiated, now second initiated, and we are eating food. So, how to keep that new consciousness? Like when we are new, we are respecting everything. Now we got used to it. Books are everywhere in the house, and it's like otherwise, if we see Bhagavad Gita, we like bow down and do namaskar like that. Now we got used to it. So, how we should not take it for granted, Prabhuji?
By reading Prabhupada's books, we should develop more and more respect for these things. You see our spiritual masters, they are practicing this from more than 50 years. They never take Hare Krishna Mahamantra cheaply, they never take Prabhupada's lectures cheaply, they never take Prabhupada's writing cheaply, Krishna's verses in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. They increase their respect. So we should increase the respect. We need to time and again read about the glories of holy name, read about the glories of Bhagavatam and all this. What can be the better week? It was Radha Ashtami. Next day of Radha Ashtami, when Shukadeva Goswami started speaking Bhagavatam. Today is the second day when he is speaking Bhagavatam. And Sunday is Bhadra Purnima. So just meditate. Take out some time. If you can, better you write down. Every day you should write down. Everyone should write down the glories of holy name. Whatever. You don't have to find on Google. Then Google will go back to Godhead. We'll get stuck here only. ChatGPT will go first to Godhead. So then meditate. What are the glories? How Krishna has helped me in the form of holy name? What is the value of prasadam? Gradually start practicing. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, unfortunately we are not doing, I'm also not doing. Whenever disciples will bring prasadam to him, he will bow down. He will circumambulate prasadam for 3 times. Again bow down. And then he will honor. Okay, if we cannot do at least mentally, at least Mahaprasade prayers should be complete. Devotees don't even sometimes chant Mahaprasade Govinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna. Start eating. At least hear the Mahaprasade prayers completely. Because that says Krishna Bado Daya Maya Kori Bare Jiva Joy. So Prasad ne dilo bhai. Sahi Namrita Pao. Radha Krishna Gun Gao. The Krishna is very merciful. He has given me his own prasada. And by eating this, I want to sing Radha and Krishna's glories. Everything is there. How many times we eat? At least 3 times we eat, 2 times we eat. But Mahaprasada prayers, I have seen, sometimes it happens. And I've heard from many devotees, Mahaprasada prayers, that's all. So we have to be more conscious, very conscious. Gradually, we should be conscious of everything. Don't take, then we'll not take it lightly. Practice needs practice.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. There are no questions or comments. With your permission, we can end the call. We'll pay obeisance.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Granthara Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai. His Grace Chakravarti Prabhuji ki jai. Kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your valuable time and association and in-depth realizations. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. We'll end the call here.